What's up, nerds and nerdettes and wee little nerdlings all? It's your buddy Big Johnny G for Two Gun Pixie presents Legendary Gaming Winter Catalog for 23-24. How's it going, everyone? As you know, I'm your buddy Big Johnny G, and we do drop videos all the time here at Two Gun Pixie. Currently, right now, although there's going to be a change up in the lineup, I'll talk about that in a moment. But currently, right now, we're doing 3 videos every Monday, 2 on Wednesday and Fridays, and a video every day of the week in between that. Why? For fun. Because we're having fun. We're just creating all of this for the fun of it. That's what any creation process should be about, right? Yeah. If it's not specifically to help you survive, it should be about fun. And we are going to have fun talking about the things that are coming down the pipe, that are already come down the pipe. And I do love pneumatic tubes. I think that's where that phrase comes from. This is going to be great. You can tell I don't even know where to go from here. I know where to go. We're going to go down to the table so I can tell you about the changes in the channel coming up, what I'm doing, and the games that are coming in, and things that you're going to be seeing going on here. All right? So come on. I'll see you down the table.
Shut up and sit down.
I'm really excited about what's coming down the pipe, how the new year is going to be starting, and how the old year is ending here. So there's going to be a lot of familiar things. Of course, you know, the games that I really love, you're always going to see here because I just showcase and play games here that I enjoy, basically. I don't have to worry about, what game am I required to show now? That's the beauty of running a for-fun channel, isn't it? You don't have to worry about any of that. At least I don't. I think I may be the only for-fun channel that doesn't care on all of YouTube. But regardless of that, yes, you are going to see a lot of the old favorite games that I've been playing that I still have a lot of play in that I'm going to get out of. But there's also going to be some new stuff that I'm really excited about. First of all, I can finally say that yes, it is here. I see it sitting in the warehouse, and it is just waiting to ship out. It's right across the river. It's right across the Hudson from me. It's right there in Jersey. What am I talking about? I'm talking about the rest of Marvel Zombies. So I went all out, everything for this game. Well, not really everything. After everything was said and done, I think it was actually a few months before they were starting to plan shipping. They dropped something to the backers at the last minute saying, hey, we have another pack that you can buy as an add-on. It's all an extra pack of more extra zombie Hydra agents. At that point, I was like, man, I would have. If you didn't wait till now at the last minute, I probably would have added that on. But at this point, I'm done. But so everything except those extra Hydra agents, man, I got just about like everything there was on add-on, every single extra box and piece. I mean, board gamers out there that hate plastic miniatures are not going to be wanting to watch a lot of my videos coming up, unfortunately. I'm sorry about that. But hey, I thought I did see something. I thought I did see something on the Science Channel about bacteria they have now that eat plastic. So if that's the case, then it shouldn't matter. At least shortly in the future, it won't matter. All right. But anyway, I've been waiting for this. Galactus, as you saw, has been sitting there just waiting for play. 20-sided warriors are all very eagerly, excitedly waiting to try to play this game. I've sold it up big to them, the fact that you can play as living heroes, as zombie heroes. There's team mode. You can play either side against the AI. You can play either side against each other. I mean, I really played this up. So they're looking forward to it also. But I do have some other new things that are coming in here. One of them you've already seen. I got it as a little Saturnalian miracle, you could say. Fallen Dominion Studios sent me a review copy of their Fallen Lands 2nd Edition. You've already seen the unboxings for it just the other week, a couple of weeks ago, and was it last week? You got to see me and the brothers hitting the game. Brothers M running a 3-player game of it. Well, actually, nobody's commented on this yet, so I guess nobody's watched to the end, but the battery on my phone died. I mean, it was only about maybe the last 20 minutes that we missed, but and it was Andrew, I think. I think it's Andrew that won the game on that by Town Health. By Town Health it was, I think. But no, it was a great game. They had a lot of fun. We hadn't had it to the table in a few years, so to play the 2nd edition was a lot of fun. You're going to see some more of that. I definitely want to be running some solo campaigns in that. And do a couple of head-to-heads. 3 players is going to be a little long to film, as we've found out. But at least solo and 2 players will definitely do that a few times. Maybe try to run a bunch of the campaign. They have a mini campaign storybook that goes with it. I'll see which ones I can run solo. I know there's a couple, and I'll definitely be delivering them on camera. So I'm really excited about bringing that. But now I don't normally get items for free at this channel. And I say that often, and it's true. There's a few that have worked with me before that have given me a few games. Fallen Dominion Studios gave me a copy of the 1st edition game. Fundamental Games out of California love to send me stuff. Reconculus has sent me some card games. But that's it. I mean, you're looking behind me at just a little bit of my collection. I have about 550 games, maybe closer to 600 now at this point. And a good 95% of those was funded completely by me or partially funded by someone in the 20-Sided Warriors, or was a gift to me at a birthday, Christmas kind of thing. We don't normally go out and look for people to give us stuff. The main reason is, look at this, I barely have 1,500 subscribers. I understand I'm a tiny little fish in this great, huge pond. And I also understand that publishers only have so many copies of review games. So, obviously, yes, they would want to get them in the hands of the people whose videos are seen by the most people. That all makes sense to me, so I've never begrudged a company that has passed me up, or let's be honest, never even heard of Two Gun Pixie. I'm cool with all that. But every now and then something happens. So I recently dropped a video at Gaming Radar, I believe it was, yes, the Gaming Radar, for Bag of Dungeon 2. I'm a big fan of the first game. I think Gunpowder Studios did a bang-up job on that. I mean, I got a few thematic points that I can bitch about the game, but overall, that's not the point. The point is the game fun? And it sure is. So I did this nice video saying how much I like the first game and what I've read about the second game and what I like about what I've heard from reviewers and on videos. And they contacted me. Like 2 days later, 3 days later, or something. It was ridiculous. It was, they saw the video right away, and I guess they had to talk with themselves. And they had seen a couple of my playthroughs before. I mean, I wasn't left field. I don't know which way you're looking at this. I wasn't like out of left field for them. But still, I'm not on their radar. I get it. I respect it. No big deal. But so they thought otherwise. They emailed me and they said, hey, you want a copy of 2? We'll send you one. What's your address? So we are getting the sequel to Bag of Dungeon. That should be here in a couple of weeks. So that's definitely going to be on the new to play list. In fact, I'm probably also going to run. It wasn't on my radar, so to speak, to play right away. But yeah, I think I should. I think I should do another on-screen live playthrough of this in the next couple of weeks to get ready for it, especially since the sequel is a standalone, but you can also combine it. So going from the forest into this dungeon. Oh, it's great. It sounds fun as hell. Now, another thing was I had gotten reached out a few months back about early 23. The company that does Crumbling Keep, who does Marching Orders, which is a 1 to 4 play. Well, it's a 4-character, very light RPG in the style of White Box or the Moldvay Basic Edition of D&D, like 4 Against Darkness. In fact, I think it was they contacted me because they saw my videos on 4 Against Darkness, which I have more books coming in than that. I'll talk about that in a moment. if I don't derail myself and forget. So they reached out to me and they said, hey, John, would you know, we love your channel. We love seeing what you did with 4 Against Darkness stuff. We think you'd like our game. Would you like a copy of it and make videos and stuff? And I like it when companies are very, very cool about that. You know, you like Two Gun Pixie, and you want me and my buddies to you know, play a game online, make some videos about it. That's fine. We're going to do what we want. Okay? I don't care if it's a small company. I don't care if it's a huge, massive company. If you're going to give us something, we're going to do whatever the hell we want with it. We're going to say whatever the hell we want about it. And I think that's something that the people that do deal with me respect. I mean, I haven't had to say anything really bad, negative about any of their products yet. Who knows if that would change things, but we're not there. We're not talking about that. So yeah, so there's going to be more material for marching orders because they contacted me again recently, and they said, John, we got some more stuff. Would you like it? And maybe put some of it on your channel. I said, you got it. I still got the same address. Come on, send it on over. In fact, before I get on to the other games, let me just mention this right now before I forget. This is what I said hold on to before a moment ago. Now, a few years back, I did a playthrough of this, 4 Against Darkness, for the Caves of the Kobold Slave Lord Masters. And I did a playthrough of that, and then I took the playthrough, and I took that audio and some of the videos, like showing the dice roll and stuff, and I used my miniatures and my miniature terrain, which at the time was pretty much just some Dwarven Forge stuff and Forgotten Realms resin terrain stuff. And I made a little mini movie, like snapshot kind of slideshow movie out of it. To this day, I really love it. I think that was great. And I just haven't had time to do one of those again. And last year I said I was going to make time to do it, but this year I know for a fact that it's happening. Probably within a month of right now of me talking, sometime within the next 4 to 6 weeks, projects like that are starting. I want to do that with maybe some of our D&D sessions, maybe. Not super cool into recording them, but definitely we're going to be playing some more marching orders. So any game that we play that I can just take the audio, like a role-playing game, especially fantasy-based, that I can cop the audio of, I want to make little mini movies out of. I have a 5-shelf unit that I've acquired over this past year, filled completely with Warlock tile stuff. From the town squares, city streets, to buildings, to dungeons, caverns. I got boxes and boxes of these things because I wanted to make a big 2-table build for the upcoming module. I'm going to be talking about that. So now the idea is taking the idea I had before, but using the limited resources I had to turn 4 Against Darkness into that little mini slideshow movie. I want to do more of. We have one marching order that we filmed and uploaded months ago, which is pretty much the first floor of the manse, the first adventure with it. We still have the second floor and the basement / cavern to do. But I'm going to take that audio and I'm going to use the tiles and the buildings and the streets, and I'm going to turn that into a slideshow movie. I am, because it is fun. That's why I'm doing it. That's fun. So anything else that I can do, that's the way we're going. So yeah, also new here's there's always new Marvel Champion stuff, right? There's always new stuff. This year, me and the 20-Sided Warriors have been talking, and the plan right now, of course, finding time and dates is important to this, but the idea is once a month we're going to get together and we're going to have a Marvel night, and we're going to sit down, we're going to play one of the adventures, making this into a huge campaign, because the later boxes do become more campaign-like than when the game first came out. And I have, from Etsy, I found a Marvel logbook for Marvel Champions, the card game, so you can literally keep track of everything as if it's a Dungeon Master's campaign notes. So we're going to put that to use as well. I got the new Dark Tower. You're going to be seeing that, the new Dark Tower Covenant expansion. That's going to drop. Now, I don't do a lot of Dark Tower, Return to Dark Tower on this channel, because it is not the easiest thing to film when you're filming like I do. I'm just using my camera, the camera on my phone, to do all this. So it doesn't have a great microphone, and I've never found a good microphone for the Android. I got the Galaxy 10, and I could never find a good external microphone for it. I know, 10. I'm using an old system. if they want to send me a new one, I'll accept it. But so that's why I don't do a lot of Return to Dark Tower. But I really want to show off Covenant, so that's going to be fun. And of course, Hero Quest. Of course, Hero Quest. Constantly getting everything that comes out for Hero Quest the minute it comes out. It's part of my completionist game system. Not every game in my shelf I'm thriving and striving to be a completionist about, but that's definitely one of them. Now, let me just talk about D&D before I mention something else. This is already starting to get a little long. So yes, there is going to be more Tales from the Table every month, where the 20-Sided Warriors are going to talk about, recap the adventures that they've been having. That's going to be shown alongside photographs, because I do a very in-depth table build. So we're going to be showing that off. Now, speaking of the table build, these videos have been getting long. And they've been getting long primarily because my behind-the-screen part of it, talking about the process of building the table and going through it with anyone that's interested, players, DMs, storytellers alike, is beginning to be too long. So I'm going to break that up to a behind-the-scenes kind of video that will air the week before Tales from the Table. Tales from the Table airs the 4th Thursday of every month, so this will be on the 3rd. So it'll be the week leading in, right? You gotta build up a little tension there. Now, first of all, the first 3 months we're taking a break. We're doing what I call a side campaign, a mini side campaign. I let the players, tell me what their dreams and wishes were if they were running evil characters at 6th level. I was at 7th level. I made it by the end. Yeah, I think it was 7th. And they gave me their concepts, and I made them characters. And I said, guys, we're going on an adventure. And I ran them through a 3-parter, which I called the Death Lords of Vecna. It's set in Greyhawk, prior to Kaas killing Vecna, while his forces are still kind of powerful, but it's right near the end of his reign. There's a lot of turmoil going on in Vecna's camps and a lot of backstabbing, and he sends some of his trusted lieutenants to go take care of an uprising group of goblinoids that have left him abandoned on a recent battlefield. Don't screw with Vecna. So that's really fun. It was a different departure. I think only Rob was the only one in the group who had ever played an evil character before. So it was different for them. So that's going to be running 3 episodes. That's going to take us into April. So starting May, you're going to start seeing the new module for our main characters, our heroes, our good characters, the singer, the speaker in dreams. This is going to be a massive build. I'm using 2 tables to build out a huge section of the city streets for them, because it's going to be important for at least 4 to 5 scenes. So it'll probably be up for at least 2 gaming sessions, maybe 3. I'm not going to have a lot of room in here then. Better have a lot of videos pre-made for that month. So that's going to be awesome. Now, there's one other thing that I want to address here, because it does concern the channel and some of the things I create. I cannot tell you how much fun I have been having with the Incomparable Giacomo episodes that we've been dropping on Monday, Wednesday, and Fridays. It is time consuming, though. I'm going to be dropping it down to 2 times a week, and that's going to be moved to Friday and Sundays. That's the plan right now. Friday and Sundays are going to be the new times moving forward in January for Giacomo. Besides writing out these poems, going through the game with thesauruses and rhyming dictionaries, I love doing that. It's just like piecing things together, it's so much fun. I've been using Bing's AI art generator, DALL-E 3, to make art pieces to go along with the poems. I love it. I think it's absolutely beautiful. Most of them absolutely beautiful. Some of them a little shocking, but they're all eye candy. And they all go together perfectly with the line in the poem that they're representing in the video. Now, prior, when I started Giacomo, I was trying to use an art program, but I couldn't find a free one. I just was not going to pay for one. So I was just taking art from Google. But then a friend of mine started posting all these paintings that she did. And I've known her for like 30 years. I know she's not a painter. So I reached out to her, and she told me that she's using Bing. The search engine has DALL-E 3 for art generation. Wow. So I tried it out. It is a little bit of work. in the sense of trying to get your vision to look like your vision. What you've created in your head to get out of it. There's a lot of reworking of your wording, re-editing, having it do changes over and over again until you get something that looks enough, and if you're lucky, exactly like what you created in your mind, to get that out. So as you've been seeing, I've been exclusively using that for all of my Giacomo shorts. And I think it looks great. It looks absolutely fantastic. Now, recently, I've been getting some comments and some direct messages that are not very nice. It seems that there is a huge Luddite movement against AI art, which completely reminds me of a horse and buggy mentality when the automobile became a thing. I'm not stopping, okay? Because I'm not doing anything illegal. And that's the bottom line. I really don't care what somebody's stray thoughts are on this subject. It is not illegal. To give you an idea of how strong my mind is for that, you're dealing, if you believe in astrology, you're dealing with a Taurus. And if that means nothing to you, let me put it this way. You're dealing with somebody that was raised as an only child, that was always allowed to do whatever he wanted as long as it wasn't wrong. This is not illegal. There is no figure of authority to tell me that I can't use this AI generator and put it in the work that I post. So I really don't care if anyone out there is crying about it. I don't care how much time, money, energy, and effort somebody put into going to art school. And now they're upset that an art creating idiot like me can just have all these creations of my imagination made physical right now within 30 seconds or less. Boom, there it is. This is the future. It's not changing. It's not going away. I don't want to hear your arguments about, oh, well, there are lawyers right now fighting it. You're not talking about now. You're not talking about the reality of the moment. I don't give a shit if some lawyer makes a deal and it becomes illegal 2, 3, 5 years from now. Then I'll change. But right now it's not. So don't come at me with these, oh, well, this court case will change something if it goes through, and this court case and this lawyer is going to... Meaningless. Okay? I'm going to keep using this. I'm going to keep advertising it. I'm going to keep pushing it to every single person that gives me a positive comment or like and is interested in any way. I'm always going to let everyone know this is a free art program. I am an idiot when it comes to drawing, painting. That's not my art. My art is in writing. My art is in creating the written story and concepts and plots. That's what I create. But now, everything my mind creates in here, image-wise, I can have made a reality. So this isn't stopping. Until somebody says it's illegal to do that, John. Until then, bye-bye. So that's what's going on with Two Gun Pixie for the 23-24 catalog. And I'm as serious as a heart attack. I'm your buddy Big John and G for Two Gun Pixie presents Legendary Gaming, and I am gonna do what I want.